Hello and welcome to Flagstaff TV. Today we are joined by Werner Klingenberg, who is the CEO of Goldplat. Werner, thank you very much for joining us today.
Hi, Catherine. Pleasure to talk again.
Thank you. Can you start by talking us through your latest, recently released Q2 results?
Okay. Thank you, Catherine. I think in talking about Q2, I also want to talk about the annual results that was also released now. Obviously, we had a great 2022 financial year. We saw increases in profits of around 44% from prior year, and also an increase in our earnings per share of above 2p. Before trading today, we were sitting on a price earnings ratio of 5, and we returned more than 20% on capital employed, depending on how you would like to calculate it. What is more important for me is that this fundamentals related to these results, specifically the sourcing and availability of material in South Africa and Ghana, is still there during 2023 period. Although we are facing challenges in regards to the electricity supply in South Africa, we still managed to achieve operating results for the two periods of 3.3 million pounds, which is sort of in line with the 3.8 million achieved in the previous period, considering the electricity supply constraints that we had.
Werner, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit more about how your Ghanaian operations are progressing?
Yes, obviously our Ghanaian operations has been performing quite well, specifically in the prior year, and we have seen quite a considerable upturn over the last 2 years. During the first 6 months, that continued. We achieved another good operating results of roughly £1 million for the last financial period, which is encouraging in terms of what our strategy is in terms of expanding recovery into West Africa, and also our focus then later of expanding that into South America as well.
Werner, looking at your South African operations, what has been the impact there of the electricity cuts?
Yes, Catherine, I mean, that's a good question. I think it's important to understand that we've got various types of processes and businesses in our South African operations. Some of them are more batched and sourcing focused, where others is obviously relating to plant operating 365 days a year for 24 hours a day. And in those circuits, the fact that we didn't have the availability, we're seeing a bigger impact. And we're not seeing the production that we would like. It's really been having an impact for some time, but from December onwards, it's becoming more and more severe. We are looking at ways of addressing this, and I think our initial view is that the best way of doing that is rather to see if we can process more in the time we've got available, than to try and find different types of power sources. And we will keep the market up to date. I think the positive is that we are seeing good batches coming through to South Africa, where the impact of the electricity shortfalls is not that severe, and hopefully some of those numbers will come through in Q3 and Q4 this year.
Well, we look forward to hearing more about that. And in terms of the future, do you have any other updates that you would like to share with us today?
Well, I mean, Catherine, in terms of just continuing operating profits, our focus will remain on providing even more visibility of long-term earnings. I think since we've moved away from mining, our focus has been on increasing resources and our capability to process gold and platinum. But we're looking more and more to see if we can replicate our successes into other elements. We play an important role in the mining industry as we focus on extracting the last bit of value or the value left behind from the initial mining activities, and whilst we're also providing a cleanup service. So we need to start finding ways of leveraging that more, and hopefully we can share some more information in the near future.
Well, we look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Werner, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Catherine.
And thank you for watching Flagstaff TV.